Welcome to Delkevic on YouTube.
You've ordered your exhausts, they've been delivered, but now maybe you're staring at a box on the garage floor, wondering what to do next. This video has been designed to provide you with a few additional hints and tips in order to get those exhausts from the box and onto your bike with the minimum of fuss. So keep watching to find out more. Hi there, welcome to our fitting guide for the Bandit 1200. As you can see, I've got one here secured on a bench. I've completely removed the old exhaust and I've got all my new parts laid out ready to fit, roughly in the order in which they're going to be fitted. The first job is to take the copper exhaust gaskets and on each one smear a small amount of the sealant we supply in the grey tube, just enough to make them sticky so they stay in the port as you fit the downpipes. You do it just like that. Then you take the downpipes and they're numbered 1 to 4 and they correspond to a tube on the collector which is also numbered 1 to 4. Number 1 goes into number 1. So the first downpipe is the pipe number 1 and that's on the far left hand side of the bike. You'll need to go around the bike to do that one, and then the same with pipe number 2. That's second from the left. Pipe number 3 can be accessed from the right hand side of the bike, and pipe number 4 is the one on the right hand side. Now as you can see, I'm only fixing these pipes in very loosely, so they just dangle down and I can move them around. This is very important because you'll need the room to adjust them as you put the collector on. You can see the pipes go in the collector in a clockwise fashion as well. So we smear some sealant inside each tube on the collector and we just smear it around with a finger. If your bike is on the centre stand, you're going to need to fit the link pipe to the collector before you fit the collector to the downpipes. But don't tighten anything up because you're going to need to be able to twist it around to adjust the alignment. So you can see me now putting the downpipes into the collector. You'll only be able to put a few millimeters in at a time for each one. You'll have to go 1 to 4 and then move them in a little bit, wiggle it around and then do 1 to 4 again and gradually working your way down. Once the downpipes are in the collector fully, you'll find the collector is quite secure and will be able to dangle freely. Next we take an exhaust muffler. I'm using a carbon one here, but it's all the same. With your clamp already on the exhaust, slip it onto the end of the link pipe. You'll need to do it quite carefully because everything still is quite loose and mobile. But as you can see here, now I'm starting to check the alignment, making sure that the exhaust sits vertically and that it sits far enough away from the swing arm so there's no danger of fouling it. Once I'm happy that everything kind of looks okay, I then put the strap on the exhaust. Again, just checking the alignment. Once I'm happy, I put the bolt back in and I'm using the original equipment bolt here, which will be finally torqued up to the manufacturer's specifications. You'll know when everything is lined up because everything will just look right, and they're just doing a final check on the exhaust. Once I'm happy with everything, then I start to work my way from the front of the bike to the rear. I put the springs on first. You can see here I hook it onto the loop on the downpipe. Don't forget to leave enough room for the second spring. You can see there I'm just pushing the spring up a little bit to make enough room for it. So we take the second spring and again hook it onto the loop on the downpipe, and then using the tool we provide, pull the spring. Once you've done that, go around the other side and do the other 2 springs on the other 2 loops. Once those springs are on, that part of the exhaust is pretty solid now. So then we start tightening up the clamps, again to the specification we provide. And while you're doing this, just keep an eye on the alignment of the exhaust, because as you tighten the clamps up, they can cause the pipe to move slightly. You can also just now tighten up the exhaust strap bolt, and also tighten now the cylinder head bolts to the manufacturer's specification. You might find you'll need to use a ball end X key for a couple of them to be able to clear the frame and the oil cooler. So now you just check all your work. Work across from pipes 1 to 4 and then down and along, checking everything, looking for any possible leaks. We recommend you run the bike up for at least 10 minutes and look for any gas leaks and listen for any clicking or chirping sounds which may indicate a gas leak. Once you're happy, everything is okay, check you haven't left any tools on the bike, and then go for a ride